A graphic display represents an operator's view of plant activity at runtime. A graphic display is made up of graphic objects. Graphic objects are used to provide operators with an accurate representation of the machine or process they are controlling and monitoring. From the Explorer window, you can access the Graphics folder, which contains a variety of editors used to create and build graphic displays. There are three graphic display types: standard graphic displays, library graphic displays, global object graphic displays. Standard graphic displays shows what the operator sees at runtime. Present views of automated plant activity or processes, show system or process data, provide operators with a way to write values to a real-time database or network devices. Standard graphic display files are saved in the .gfx format. Library graphic displays contains pre-built graphic objects that you can use in other displays. These include pre-built graphic libraries, many of which are pre-configured with animation. Symbol Factory, a catalog of nearly 5,000 additional images. Here is an example of the Bottles library display. Click the information icon to read about the Global Object graphic display details. Global Object graphic displays let you link the appearance and behavior of a graphic object on a global object display to multiple copies of that object in standard displays. When you make changes to the original object, these changes are automatically applied to the copies. Global Object graphic display files are saved in the .ggfx format. Global Object graphic displays and objects will be covered in another lesson. From the Display menu, you can create a new graphic display, add a component into the application, delete/remove a graphic display, import and export. Add component into application allows you to add an existing graphic screen to the Displays section. Import and export allows you to import a pre-existing .xml file to the current project and export a .xml file from the current project for future use. The graphics editor is displayed when you open a new or existing graphic display. It consists of these components: toolbars, display area. You can hide or show toolbars using the View menu and move the toolbars around on the screen. The Display Settings dialog box is used to configure individual graphic displays. You can access this dialog box from the Edit menu or from the graphic display. The Properties tab is used to define how the graphic display will look during runtime. In the Properties tab, you can specify how the display interacts with other graphic displays at runtime, whether multiple copies of the graphic display can run simultaneously on the same client, how graphic displays are cached, and how often the graphic display is updated, what buttons and text show in the graphic display's title bar, the graphic display's size and position, and whether it can be resized at runtime, runtime security for the graphic display, the graphic display's background color. In the Behavior tab, you can define how the graphic display will function during runtime. In this tab, you can specify startup and shutdown commands, colors for input fields, the behavior of interactive objects, such as push buttons, the behavior of objects with input focus. Enabling a grid for FactoryTalk View SE graphic displays provides a reliable method for lining up graphic objects on the display. In the Grid Settings dialog box, you can configure visibility, color, vertical spacing between lines, horizontal spacing between lines, snap to grid. Snap to grid automatically moves graphic objects from one grid line to another when shifting on-screen objects. Here is a guided activity on how to create a graphic display in a FactoryTalk View SE application. Follow the instructions on the screen to perform the steps. Click Start when you're ready.